Welcome to the Metaphysical Manifesting Podcast with intuitive lightworker, national speaker, metaphysical teacher, and best-selling author Lisa Kessler. What is it you want to manifest? Are you looking to increase your income, change careers? Maybe you want to manifest a new home or a new car. Are you ready to bring love into your life? You have come to the right place.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited that you're here today. You are in for such a treat because my friend and psychic medium and Reiki Master, Francie Soito, is here. Yay!
Hello. Hey, Lisa. So happy to be here.
Yeah, it's so great to have you back. And Francie and I, if you are new to the podcast or my channel, Francie and I are writing buddies. So she writes horror and I write paranormal romance. And then we found out we were both psychics and we were like, what? And anyway, she's like my spiritual sister. And we started doing a retreat together to manifest your best life. And last year was our first one in Sedona. And it was magical. And we saw so much transformation. It was just beyond our best dreams. And this year we are taking it to the Pacific coast, right off the water. Beautiful. And I can't wait. It's going to be so exciting. And we're doing it in November. We only have 4 spots left, I think, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Just a few.
Oh my gosh, almost sold out. So if you are excited to come to California for the weekend and just have a mind-blowing, soul-stirring experience, you got to come. So I'll put the link to register in the show notes and also down in the YouTube channel notes. And so, Francie, you want to tell everybody who maybe doesn't know you what you do and get to know you?
Sure. Yeah, thanks. So I'm really excited for this retreat, which I'll talk about in a second. But I am a Reiki Master, as Lisa mentioned, and psychic medium. And my primary focus is to help people heal and become whole again. So whether that's healing from a grieving heart or healing from a physical ailment or some mental or emotional distress, my job is to help kind of fill in the gaps, fill up the gas tanks, and make people feel well and whole again. One of the things I love to do is working on manifestation. So a lot of times we are blocked from our own manifestation because of some of these holes we might have. You know, when we're born whole slices of cheese. As we have dramas and traumas, we have pieces and chunks taken out. And by law of attraction, we will attract things that have the same amount of Swiss cheese holes. Not the same kind of holes, but the same amount of Swiss cheese holes.
Yes.
And so by making, everyone whole again, by filling up those holes and gaps and traumas with love and light and healing, we raise our vibration and thus making it easier for us to manifest the dreams and desires that we have for ourselves. And so this retreat that we're going to be doing in Pacific Grove, which is right in the central coast of California, is really going to harness not only our own healing abilities, but harnessing the beautiful, replenishing, nourishing energy of Mother Ocean and helping us to fill up those holes in those gas tanks with just that nurturing, beautiful, supportive energy. Just like what we did in Sedona, utilizing the energy in the vortexes. Now we're going to utilize the energy of the ocean to help us with our manifestation, healing, and becoming whole again.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love it. And because the ocean has a tide and cycles, we're going to work on cycles and boundaries and everything so that you can set yourself up for amazing transformations in your life. And so we actually have a bunch of people who are coming back, who were in Sedona, who are coming back because we're going to do more work on chakras and we're even going to a butterfly sanctuary, right?
We are, which is walking distance from the retreat center. Yeah, I'm very excited about that. It's all about, transformation. And the butterfly is such a great symbol and a metaphor for manifestation. So, crawling out of our cocoon state and learning how to fly with our new wings. So it's going to be very inspirational, and I can't wait to share that with everybody.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. And so for people who don't know, the retreat is 3 days. We start on Friday, November 14th till Saturday, Sunday. So that would be the 16th
right.
of November. And it is beautiful in Pacific Grove. And Francie has gotten together a list for us of places you can stay. The retreat venue is just where we're teaching. And so you will have ample time to go out and shop and see things, because we also make space in the schedule so that every attendee gets a private reading with Francie and a private reading with me. And it's 30 minutes. So just that alone is almost worth the cost of the retreat, and you get it included when you sign up for the retreat. So there will be ample time to go see the sites. If you come to the retreat with a friend, you'll have ample time to go to meals and go, oh my gosh, did you believe what just happened? And process all of the amazing things that you might learn or experience. So that makes our retreat super fun also. And I remember on Sunday in Sedona, it was so cool to see everyone hugging and going, oh my gosh, I made a new friend for life. So don't be afraid to come to the retreat alone. We had a few singles and they did not leave feeling like they came alone. And that was just so magical.
And a lot of their manifestation dreams came true. Right?
Yes.
So we had a number of people with, healing goals, with writing goals, with creative goals, and books have gotten finished, and people have given talks, and miraculous healing has taken place. So we've seen transformation in the attendees from last year already.
For sure. And one of them was when I did the tarot reading, we were talking about her Reiki business and her house, and that she wished she had a house where she could have her Reiki studio in her home. And we were talking about, well, why can't you move? And she hadn't really thought about it. And anyway, I'm happy to report that she has bought a new house and had her first Reiki event in her Reiki space. Oh my gosh. And she credits the retreat for even waking that up in her head, that was a possibility. So she has a house now and her own Reiki studio, and I'm thrilled. So lots of amazing things were manifested, and just the germ of the idea started in Sedona, or the spark, and then amazing things have happened, and I know even more will happen in California. I can't wait.
Right. And a lot of times too, what we don't realize is we block our own manifestation.
Totally.
Our fears, our, lack of self-worth, traumas in the past, and sometimes even past lifetime stuff, where we took vows of, poverty or chastity, things that need to get cut. And so part of the retreat isn't just about let's focus on what we want, but how do we heal and remove the obstacles that we put in our own way?
Right. Yeah. So that we can have moments where we figure out that we are worthy of that dream. It is not out of reach. That is so much of when people are trying to manifest something, if part of them is thinking, but I'll never make that much money. Well, that's the part that you're vibing out to the universe. And so it's super cool to see people figure these things out. And as far as boundary setting goes, a lot of times that's where people are blocking themselves, because they won't set the boundaries that they need in order to manifest this big dream. And so we're going to help people with that, and cutting cords, energetic cords with those old wounds you're talking about. And it just, there's so much magic to be had. Do you want to tell people a little bit about, like, you are doing, we got so much good feedback from last time that we're doing it again, where you clear out, you take people through that meditation to clear out their chakras. And you want to talk about why chakras are important for anybody who doesn't know?
Yeah. So it's talking about those obstacles and the boundaries that we have. Chakras help us understand those boundaries and understand where those blocks may be coming from. So for instance, the root chakra, which is at the tip of the tailbone, it's the closest one to the earth, has to deal with all of our earthly needs to survive: food, shelter, money, safety, and security. If we don't feel safe, if we don't feel secure, it's going to be impossible to manifest our dreams, right? So we start with the basics. How do we heal from the traumas? How do we make ourselves feel safe? How do we make ourselves kind of just sit in the space of abundance? Sometimes we have generational poverty. And so how do we get over the maybe stigma of being in abundance, of the judgment of being wealthy. There's a lot of negative connotations around that. So how do we heal that so that we can allow that to come to us? And so we start with each chakra, which has its own, fear as well as strength. And we work through what fears we might have chakra by chakra to eliminate those boundaries, to heal them. We call in archangels. We'll do some meditation. We'll do some Reiki to help remove those obstacles so that we can live more in that healed, complete, loving state versus that limiting fear state.
Exactly. And when you think about, for anyone who might not be familiar with chakras, it's like if you've ever been to yoga class, you'll see those posters with the different colors, and it's just energy centers in your body. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Francie has it right behind her. Look at that. Yeah. Reiki too. But those are just energy points in your body. And if you imagine that one gets blocked, then all the energy coming down from the universe and all the energy coming up from the earth get stuck.
Right.
And you're not getting that clear flow. So no wonder you're anxious or depressed or fearful or in scarcity mindset. Of course, because the energy can't flow freely. Mm-hmm. And so anyway, we saw some amazing transformations last year. And this year we're adding, my manifesting group went through and read the chakra personality types, and it was so inspiring and interesting. And we all had this big discussion about, well, which are your top 3 chakras? So we're going to go through that as well, so that you'll be able to walk away and know which chakras you lean into. And those can also be your biggest challenges as well, to keep them, level. So it'll be super fun.
Just as a quick example for anyone who's listening or watching, your favorite color is usually the chakra you need the most work on. So for instance, one of my favorite colors, I've got a couple, but the one I lean to the most that's painted in my bedroom is a light blue. And that's throat chakra. It's all about communication, expression, feel like you're being heard, getting the words out. And so the color that you're drawn to the most is usually your challenge chakra.
Wow. Well, there you go, guys.
Little tip for you.
That's right. That's right. And another cool thing about the retreat is, if you've never worked with either of us, is just that last year was our first time teaching in person together, and we quickly learned that we share one brain, and we're finishing each other's. Yeah, it was fantastic. And we were talking about, maybe next year should we split it up so we're each teaching a different class at a time and move people around. And we both decided, no, I like to be there when you're teaching. So it really is a cool thing for you if you're attending, because you can sometimes it's hard to process all of the information, especially spiritual information, because it comes with its own vibration. But I felt like having the 2 points of view there made it so that you could find which one you digest. And I think that's huge, because everybody vibes differently with everyone. And it's so great to hear the same concept, but a little different point of view, just so that you can figure out what resonates with you, because we've all had different life experiences. So of course it's going to, vibe differently. And then I want to talk about like the specialties that we each have, because you actually Reiki attuned me. So can you talk to people about how Reiki plays into our retreat weekend for you?
Sure. Yeah. So Reiki can help set the tone. So Reiki is a form of energy healing. It's like acupuncture without needles. And it helps to kind of clear the energy, clear the space, and kind of get us into like a receptive mode. It's great for healing, body, mind, and soul. And so during the retreat, what I'll do is clear the space with Reiki. And throughout the weekend, we'll use Reiki to help us, again, remove those blocks, help us get in tune with our own energy system. We're going to talk a little bit about our own energies and just basically how to know when we're off.
Yes.
Right. And so it's very easy to pick up on other people's energies. We're going to talk about healthy boundaries between your energy and other people's energy, especially for those empaths out there. That's going to be a big topic of discussion. But so the Reiki will be part of the retreat the whole time, especially because it's in my office where I do Reiki all the
Reiki
time.
studio.
Reiki
Yes.
studio.
Yes. So it'll
so,
be high vibe when you walk in.
That's right. That's right. So there's you can't help but heal just being in the space all weekend long.
Yes, yes. I love it. And my specialty is tarot and manifesting. And I will bring a few of I should have had it right here, of my practical tarot decks.
Such a great deck.
And thank you. Yeah, I love it. And we'll be talking about different ways that you can use tarot in your everyday life, and also talking about ways that you can figure out, if I'm manifesting with the universe, co-creating, how can I take an aligned step? What is that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we'll talk about that. And I also do a lot of automatic writing, channeled readings. And we taught that in Sedona, and it was so much fun. I had a client there who was going, "Oh, Lisa, this is a bridge too far." And then she channeled Archangel Michael, and she's like, "What is happening?" So we'll be doing some of that too. So if you've ever been curious about automatic writing, we'll do a little session of that as well. And everybody who gets a reading with me always gets a little channeled reading too. So we have a little bit of everything woo-woo at this retreat.
Cord cutting is a big one too that we'll be talking about. We'll do a little candle magic.
Magic. Oh, and the candle magic. I don't know if everyone knew this last time, but Francie zaps all our candles. So they are like Reiki infused even before you start putting your crystals and charms in there. So.
And this year, if the universe supports me, I will be making the candles for all of us. So they will be Francie made Reiki infused.
Wow. Wow. Oh, I'm excited. I can't wait. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Works out, but that's my goal.
Yeah. Well, if not, I have your back. I will bring candles.
No worries. I'll get it done.
All right. Well, is there anything that we left out? Can you think of anything about the weekend? Everyone should fly into Monterey, which is one of the most beautiful California coastal cities, the Monterey Bay Aquarium, if you can stay an extra day. We're kind of recommending that people come in Thursday, so then you could visit the aquarium, and we start on Friday. So, but it's beautiful. And Big Sur is right down the street, right?
Carmel by the sea. The Monterey is a smaller airport, and so for those of you that might be coming from across the country, you'll probably need to go to San Jose or San Francisco. My recommendation would be San Jose Airport, and that's about then a 2-hour drive south to the space, to my office, and that's a beautiful drive as well. And so if you can't get to Monterey Airport directly, San Jose is a good second choice.
Yeah, and the Monterey Airport is only like 20 minutes, right?
Like 15, maybe even 10 minutes from my office.
Wow. Okay.
Close. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it'll be much more convenient than last year's Sedona. For anyone who goes to Sedona, you always have to fly into Phoenix and then drive. And the weekend of our retreat, no one could have known, but we were driving there and they were doing road construction, and the whole highway went down to one lane, and we were stuck in traffic. But luckily, so was everyone coming to the retreat. So of course, everything unfolded for our highest good, but we won't have that problem this time.
Right. And again, because we were going to start pretty early, like I believe noon on Friday.
Right.
You know, what we did learn from Sedona is people were flying in, and then we started the retreat, and people needed to settle into their hotels, settle into the environment. There's a time change for some people. So we didn't want to put that on folks. So we really, really strongly urge you all, if you're planning on coming, come Thursday night so you can get settled, so you can start fresh on Friday without the trauma of driving down traffic to get to the retreat.
Right. Yeah, that was a little stressful. We were making a text chain with everyone. Where are you?
Yeah. Everyone was late, and then we started all kind of a little anxious, and that
Yes.
wasn't a great start.
But you know what? It all
Right.
leveled out. It was all good.
Right. We just used it to meditate further and deeper.
Exactly. We did have a really great opening meditation to get
Mhm.
everybody, okay, we're here, we're ready.
Here now,
And it helps that Sedona has such a great vibe anyway. Sedona was saying, you guys are fine, calm down.
It all works out as it should.
Right. So we hope that you guys will come. Again, I'm putting the link everywhere, so feel free to click that, check it out. And we only have 4 spots left, so don't waste time thinking about it. If you're interested, save your spot, and we would love to see you there.
Yes, that would be amazing. We had such a great time, and I can't wait to share it with more people.
Yes. So I will also put links to get in touch with Francie in case you need some Reiki or a reading or whatever. I'll put her link and my link in there as well. And thanks so much for being here, Francie. It was so fun to talk to you. I can't wait.
Yay, I can't wait. Thank you so much, Lisa.
Okay. See you in November.
Sounds good.
Thanks for listening to the Metaphysical Manifesting Podcast with Lisa Kessler. If you have questions or comments, or if you'd like to work with Lisa to manifest your dreams, you can connect with her through her website at metaphysicalmanifesting.net. That's also where you can claim your free weekly tarot reading and manifesting tips. Make sure you subscribe or follow the Metaphysical Manifesting Podcast on your favorite podcasting site so you never miss another episode. As Lisa likes to say, we can make magic when we bring the universe into the equation. Remember, you don't have to do it alone. If you'd like more information about Lisa, Metaphysical Manifestation Mentorship, or the Manifesting Magic Mastermind, visit her website at metaphysicalmanifesting.net.